our armed forces. We proudly welcome you and your families, and at this time we ask that any members of the United States military, Canadian military, or any of our allies from around the world to please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in honoring these men, women, and their families. Orca Encounter will begin in just a few moments, but first we would like to show you a short film about the orca and its place in the world that we all share.
The ocean covers over 70% of the Earth's surface and is essential to all life, both in the sea and on the land. There's one animal that is the perfect ambassador for the ocean, and that's the orca, or killer whale. In just a few minutes, you'll meet SeaWorld's killer whales. First though, let's find out more about these remarkable animals. Orca, or the killer whale, is the most widely distributed mammal on Earth. They can be found throughout the ocean, all around the world, including in the Arctic, the Atlantic, the Southern, the Indian, and the Pacific Oceans. No other single marine species lives in as many different ocean habitats or is as directly reliant on as many different types of marine life as the killer whale. More than any other marine animal, the orca is the very embodiment of our shared global ocean. Until about 2 decades ago, scientists didn't know that there were actually several different varieties or ecotypes of killer whales. With effort and observation, however, we discovered that there are actually 10 distinct ecotypes, each differing in size, behavior, diet, lifestyle, and appearance. A striking characteristic of the orca is their black and white skin. This camouflage is called disruptive coloration. In a murky environment, this coloration can make them difficult to detect. Killer whales are countershaded. Their top surface is darker than their surface underneath. From below, looking up, they blend in with the light from above. From above, looking down, they're invisible against the dark depths. Killer whales are warm-blooded and breathe air just like we do. Killer whales are the largest members of the Delphinidae, or dolphin family. As you can see, they have impressive physical characteristics. Orcas have keen eyesight, both above and below the water. The dorsal fin of an adult male can be up to 6 feet in height. The powerful pectoral flippers and tail fluke can propel them through the water at a high rate of speed with great maneuverability. Their top speed is nearly 30 miles per hour. Killer whales use echolocation to hunt and to communicate. Communication is also accomplished through tail slaps, breaching, and vocalizations. You'll experience a variety of natural killer whale behaviors during Orca Encounter today. We ask our whales to replicate natural behaviors such as breaching, spy hopping, and tail slaps. While awe-inspiring and entertaining for our guests, these behaviors are also essential to maintaining the health and well-being of the killer whales in our care. Much remains to be understood regarding the orca. One thing we do know, however, is that across the globe, they face real challenges as the general health of the prey populations and habitats on which killer whales depend suffer due to changes in the environment. In In just a few moments, you'll encounter SeaWorld's killer whales and learn even more about these fascinating animals. As the most widely distributed mammal on Earth, the killer whale is uniquely positioned to represent the beauty, power, and fragility of the ocean.
Hello everyone, my name is Leah and on behalf of our killer whale training team, I'd like to welcome you to Orca Encounter. Being a part of SeaWorld's mission is more than just a job. We're proud of what we do and it is a privilege to care for, teach, and learn from these amazing killer whales. We're honored to be able to share the relationships we built with them and all we've learned with you today. And now, SeaWorld proudly presents Orca Encounter!
Has one interconnected ocean.
A vast blue expanse critical to life on Earth.
And there's no better animal to represent the ocean's beauty than the killer whale.
They live in every corner of the ocean, from the Arctic to the Atlantic, the Southern to the Indian, to the Pacific and beyond.
The killer whale story is the ocean story, and it's one we all share.
We are one world, united by our ocean.
You hear the waves roll.
whales active and engaged. SeaWorld's killer whales have inspired generations to care for our natural world, and we're excited to share their story with you today.
Killer whales are the ocean's top predator. They use cooperation and communication, not just size and strength, to take their place at the top of the ocean's food web. At the bottom are small animals, like krill. At the top, the apex predator, the killer whale. Killer whales are as big as a bus, faster than an Olympic swimmer, high-flying and powerful.
We're going to see all of that today and more. These and other behaviors provide an environment that's full of enrichment.
We spend days, weeks, months, and years building relationships with our whales. This creates trust, and that allows us to do some amazing things. For example, when you visit the doctor, you present your arm to draw blood, or step on the scale to see how much you weigh. It's much the same with our whales.
Throughout today's experience, you'll see the whales working together in unison. These synchronized movements help strengthen their social bonds and help them problem solve as a group. This is just one of the many reasons that make killer whales the top predator of the ocean. Their scientific name is Orcinus orca. Their common name is killer whale. Here at SeaWorld, they have their own individual names. These are our two male killer whales, Trua and Makayo, and we also have three females, Katina, Nalani, and Malia. Makayo, he's our youngest, he's 11. Trua is 16, Malia 14, Nalani 15, and Katina, who's Nalani and Makayo's mother, she's our oldest at 45 years old. She is also the matriarch, or the leader of our pod. Our killer whales trust us, and that allows us to train some amazing behaviors. But the most important behaviors that the animals know are their husbandry, or their healthcare behaviors. So today, we would like to demonstrate a few of those husbandry behaviors for you. The first one we'd like to show you is how we get a voluntary blood sample from the killer whales. Makayo is joining Megan here at the slide out, and Megan is going to ask Makayo to present his tail flukes. Not only does this give us a great look at Makayo's entire body, but easy access to the veins that can be found on the white underneath side of his flukes. Our veterinarians proactively draw blood at least once a month. You can see Makayo is calm and relaxed at the surface. That's exactly what we're looking for. Now, giving blood is just one way to check that our animals are staying healthy. Another important diagnostic is weighing the whales. We have a killer whale size scale in one of our adjacent pools, so Trua will demonstrate by sliding up into this slide out area, just like how he would onto the scale. Now, Trua at 16 years old is already our largest whale at over 7,000 pounds. This is because full-grown male killer whales can almost double the size of a full-grown female. So even though Katina is our oldest, Trua is already bigger. And he could potentially gain a couple more thousand pounds over these next couple years. Now you can see a portion of Trua's body still resting in the water. Now, with his tail in the water, we're not getting an accurate weight. So to solve that, we will ask Trua to simply lift up his tail. Now we're weighing the entire animal because we want to make sure our younger whales like Trua are growing and that our adult whales like Katina are maintaining a healthy weight.
And the care isn't just physical. Mental stimulation and play are vital, and we surprise and engage with our whales at every opportunity. Play is how killer whales teach their young to hunt, and for the adults, play is important too. It seems that they just enjoy having fun. Making time for play is an important part of life for killer whales, and for us.
Hi everyone, I'm over here on the left-hand side. Observational learning and mimicry are critical in the life of a killer whale. From the moment they're born, they're watching mom and playing games like Follow the Leader to learn necessary life skills. So we're going to put that to the test today with Makayo. We're going to see if he can watch you and copy something that you show him. What do you say? You guys want to play? I love it. What a response. All right, everyone on the left-hand side of the stadium, stand up for me. We'll get to you in just a second, right-hand side. Okay, everyone, on the count of 3, keep your hands at your side and march in place. 1, 2, 3, march. Let's see if Mikhail copies us by stomping his tail. Whoa, he's got it. Thank you, everyone. You can go ahead and have a seat. So you can see Mikhail's paying really close attention to you. Killer whales are curious animals, and they can often be seen spy hopping or even jumping completely out of the water to get a better look around. So let's see Mikhail do that at stage. That was amazing, Mikhail. Now let's head over here to the right-hand side of the stadium. You're up. Everyone stand up for me. And we're going to teach you the hand signal for a breach. It's 2 pointer fingers out in front of you and throw them over your shoulder. Let's do it on 3. 1, 2, 3. Great job, everyone. Now, killer whales will breach for a variety of reasons, whether it's to play, to scratch an itch, but also to announce their presence. Now, Trua is swimming down 36 feet to make his presence known with a splash. Let's hear it out there for Trua, Mikhail, and our audience participants. Through SeaWorld's research and observation, we've been able to shed light on many mysteries about the killer whale. For example, we now know that a female killer whale is pregnant for 17 months. That kind of information would be impossible to gain in the wild. There is some information, however, that can only be obtained through field observation. And this is why SeaWorld partners with NOAA and the Norwegian Orca Survey to further our knowledge of killer whales. Killer whales are powerful animals. Perhaps the best expression of that power can be seen when they hunt.
Killer whales stand apart. They have no natural predators, and just about any other ocean animal could be their dinner. Depending on where they live and their chosen prey, they've developed some epic hunting techniques. Off the coast of South America, killer whales will beach themselves, riding in on waves just long enough to catch prey. They'll also create waves that knock animals like penguins or seals from ice cliffs. Most importantly, they cooperate, communicate, and coordinate as a team. Here's footage of killer whales corralling a school of herring. A whale dips in and feeds, while the other whales keep the fish together with swipes of their tail flukes.
So killer whales create waves when they hunt, and they use their tail flukes to stun their prey. You're about to get a demonstration. For the whales, it's a fun activity session. And for you, it's time to get wet! In the wild, their diets vary depending on time of year and their chosen prey. Unfortunately, overfishing, pollution, and other factors are having a serious impact on some killer whale populations.
Killer whales are impressive animals, and it's pretty obvious why they're the top predator in the ocean. That means killer whales are invincible, right? Wrong.
Killer whales depend on a plentiful food source and a clean environment. They're completely dominant, yet completely dependent.
When it comes down to it, killer whales are not the most powerful animal in the ocean.
Their future depends on you.
Through your actions.
Through the choices we all make.
We hold the future of killer whales and the oceans in our hands.
Killer whales continue to surprise and amaze us. They're the perfect ambassador of the ocean. Limitless, connected, powerful,
But still vulnerable.
The challenges that we face can seem insurmountable.
Don't give up. Be inspired.
We can make a difference. The ocean needs our help, and that seems overwhelming, but together we can make it happen.
There's so much to learn.
So much to protect. So much to explore. The killer whale story is still being written, and there are simple things we all can do to make a difference.
All it takes is one choice.
One positive act. One ripple that can grow and grow.
And change the world.
Together, we've got this.
Beautiful Facebook and Instagram to keep track of our latest rescues and find out more about the animals in our care. Thanks again, everyone, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your day at SeaWorld.
Este es el show, uno de los más visitados. Levántamela. Déjame agua.